Hey everybody, welcome back to the Gamer's Vault, and I'm your host, James. Oh man, where have I been for 2 weeks? The videos haven't been made, what's going on? Long story, but let me go ahead and go over just a quick synopsis. I'm getting ready for the next 2 videos that are coming out. Excuse me. One of them is going to be a repair video, and it's really pretty cool for anyone who has current consoles. You might want to check it out. That's coming soon, I'm just waiting for parts to come. They should be coming this week. That's the main thing. The second video is really dear to my heart. I ordered parts. They're also coming. I had to save money for these parts, guys. So the video content hasn't been coming out because I want to give you some gaming news. That is great too. But I want to give you something that you can really get your enjoy on. And that's one of the things I wanted to make sure I go over. So that's going to happen. And it's going to happen this week. The second video, I was trying to get into it and I got just drawn off. If you have a Raspberry Pi, you're going to want to watch this video. But if you have one of these, this one right here, you are really going to want to watch the Dreamcade video, the Dreamcade replay video. Now, I don't have a Dreamcade replay. Let's put it out there right now. I pre-ordered mine like everybody else, and I'm waiting in the mail for when it does come. So when it does come, I will do an unboxing and a setup video so you guys can watch the full video here and now. But this video that I'm going to be making is a mod video, and it's going to be getting ready for the replay. As well as I have also a Raspberry Pi, so that's also going to be pretty cool to actually see. Either way, that's going to be a sponsored video, and it's coming out soon. So be on the lookout for that. Oh man. So much has happened in the last week and a half that I'm just flooded with things that I don't know what to tell you guys. So those of you guys who do not know, Limited Run Games is coming out with Night Trap. Big deal, right? I mean, they did already. They came out for the PS4. They came out for the PC. So what, right? Wrong. They're coming out for Night Trap for the Nintendo Switch. That doesn't sound right to me. You know what? Let's head over to our our spokesperson, Howard Lincoln. Howard, what do you think about that?
In the past year, some very violent and offensive games have reached the market. And of course, I'm speaking about Mortal Kombat and Night Trap. And let me say that for the record, I want to state that Night Trap will never appear on a Nintendo system. Obviously, it would not pass our guidelines. This game, which as you've indicated, promotes violence against women, simply has no place in our society.
Now, guys, with all joking aside, I mean, the hearing was in 1995, 1996, so that wasn't going to happen back in those days. It just, violence games were not going on Nintendo's console. So Nintendo's been it's been really open for people to make stuff on the Switch. They really have been open to all comers, which has made them so much money. So for them to do this, I'm really shocked. Of course, I'm going to pick it up. It's just going to happen. I wish I can, because I'm going away in Florida for about a week. I wish I could take it with me, but that's okay. I'll stick with Fractured Butthole. I'm going to have that one. So, are you going to pick it up? Let me know in the comment section below. See what you guys think. Now, a lot of things have been happening, like I mentioned before, and classic consoles are just blowing up. We have the Atari VCS, we have the SNES Classic, and we have the NES Classic. I mean, all these are just going on and on and on and on. So, what's next? Sega. That is next. Sega is doing a Sega Mini, and I'm very happy about that because Sega has been out of the console wars since 2001 because of the failure of the Dreamcast. Now, the Dreamcast wasn't a fail. It was just launched too late after the PlayStation. The PlayStation took the world by storm, and the Dreamcast was kind of a footnote. And they didn't get enough IP support in order for the Dreamcast to actually stay alive. I'm not going to go too much deep in specifics in the Dreamcast. I'm going to let that go for a side for now. But that's the reason why. And since that console flopped, Sega has pulled out of the console market and has just been a developer of games, which we've seen in a number of several games, Sonic games, Sonic and Mario. We've seen a lot of stuff like that. So that's all they've been concentrating on. But with the phenomenal success of the SNES Classic and the NES Classic, they're throwing their hat into the ring, which I think is pretty cool. Up to when they started giving it to these numbnuts. Why? Why at games? Why them? They have 2 renditions of your console. They have the Sega Genesis, that one, and I paid $40 for it. Then they have Sega Genesis 2, which is kind of backwards, which is really weird. That's the second generation for them to make, not the way that Sega did it. But the Sega Genesis modeled 2 for them is this one, and it was $89. If I didn't like the first one, that sounds like a tin can, I'm not going to spend $89 on the second one. It's just not going to happen. Sorry, Sega. But you gave it to those numbnuts at games, and they can't make a good console. So for them to do it, why? You know what the success was with the NES and the SNES? Let me go ahead and tell you. Nintendo, from end to end, designed it and made it the way they wanted to make it, and they test the product before releasing it to market. At games, they just chucking it away. So Nintendo did it right. Yes, Reggie, I can hear you laughing from here. Here you go, buddy. You did it right. But the funny thing is, you're constantly making more and more of the SNES Classics, which I love. You're cutting out the middlemen. You're cutting out those people who are just trying to be resellers and just getting down to brass taxes. So congratulations, Reggie. You did something right. Anyway, at games should not be doing the mini classic. They just shouldn't. So be on the lookout. Don't do that. I mean, I'm going to pick it up just so I can have a Sega rendition of the classic. I thought that was pretty cool, and I'll do an unboxing if I do get one, and I'll do it on this channel so you guys can check it out. So that's perfect. Another game console is getting a classic, which is phenomenal. It was a Twitter post from SNK. They made a lot of fighting games, like King of Fighter games, stuff like that. Bubble Bobble games. They do a lot of that, and they're doing a classic of it. They tried to do something for it before, and they were just outrageous in price, and it didn't really take off. But they're doing a classic of SNK Neo Geo. We don't know what it's going to be about, but the game I like the most is that one. Love this game, guys. All you people who haven't played this game are retarded if you haven't. It's Metal Slug. Metal Slug is the best. So that's fantastic. I can't wait. I really can't wait. Just don't give it to those numbnuts. They just don't deserve any gaming retro, or shouldn't touch retro games. They should just put it down and walk away from the table, because they can't make games to save their life. Calling a spade to spade. It's just been pretty cool. So those are all the gaming news that's coming out. The next thing I want to talk about is my pickups. So I've been eating the member berries all weekend. I'm kind of full, man, from all those member berries. So let's go into my pickups. I saw a YouTuber who was doing a review on this game, and I said, you know what? I think that's pretty cool. Oak-Age, the Shadow King. The only thing is, it's a kiddie type game, but it's pretty cool for what it is. It's teen for teens, and it's just missing the manual. That's the only thing that sucks about it. But you know what? For what it is, sure, I'll pick it up. And $14. That's all it was, guys. That was mine. When I was a kid, a young kid, this is my next pickup. When I was a young kid with my brother, we couldn't afford a Game Boy Advance. It was expensive. It really was pricey, and we had to work, and not even work hard, but Our parents couldn't afford it, and we did some side jobs, my brother and I, as kids, to save up money to get the Game Boy Advance later on in life. But we didn't get it at the time. Emulators were just in their infancy, and we had a small computer, an IBM. It was like a 433 megahertz computer. It was kind of cheesy, but we had it. And on it, when we dialed up to AOL, yes, dialed up to AOL, we downloaded the emulator, we were able to play this game. Unfortunately, I can't buy the game that I want for the Game Boy Advance because they demand high prices for it. I really am not going to spend that much money on a Game Boy Advance game. Let's call a spade, guys. But Nintendo redid it. They redid it, and for the Nintendo DS, and I was lucky to find it for $14 online. I mean online at this game store I go to, and it's this. Nintendo did this game, Advance Wars Dual Strike, and it's pretty much Advance Wars Game Boy Advance, but they take advantage of the double screens. I thought that was pretty cool. It is complete, so that's also pretty cool. Has the little manuals and everything in it, and again, $15, perfect. I also got Marvel vs. Capcom 3 for the Vita, and I got that for free. Buy 2 games, get 1 free. They gave me that one for free, so I'm ecstatic to have all 3. The next topic I want to talk about is going to be my last topic for the video, but it hurts me a little bit. As you all know, Toys R Us is closing their doors for the last time in June. And that's sad. That really is. I mean, when I was a kid, I went there. When my father worked hard, as he did, he's retired now, but when he worked so hard, him and my mother went to Toys R Us for Christmas. It was snowing. I remember this. It was snowing out, and they bought us a Nintendo Entertainment System. Me and my brother, and we played Super Mario Bros. 3 on it, and that's how we got a chance in the gaming industry to play those games, you know. And just to find out that their doors are closing was horrible. So of course I went down to the store and I wanted to pick up a few things. I got a teddy bear that my mother bought for me. Now I'm 36 years old, and she got me a few trinkets of the Toys R Us. It's Jeffrey the Giraffe teddy bear, so I have that one, and I have one of those bags that has Jeffrey the Giraffe on it. But when I was looking at the shelves, I saw something there that reminded me when I was a kid. Again, Toys R Us is still feeding me the memo berries at age 36. So, gotta give them props for that. I remember my dad living in living in an apartment. And down the block from his apartment was a pizzeria. And in the pizzeria was arcades. And back in the day, that was in the 90s, late 90s, early 90s, arcades were the thing. You know, people played them a lot. And the most important thing that I thought was pretty cool was they had something to that arcade. What am I talking about? My brother and I played Bad Dudes. This game. We would hit my father up for quarters to play this game. And we never beat it, of course. And later on in life, I picked it up for the NES because I wanted one for the NES. But at Toys R Us, they had this. It's a mini arcade. It's made by people called My Arcade, right here. And it takes 4 AA batteries, but it's pretty cool because it's all the graphics on it. And the screen, it looks like the arcade. It's a mini arcade. And for $26, I picked it up. I had to. It was one of those things that I had to pick up because it just brought me memories from when I was a kid. Thanks, Toys R Us. I really do appreciate that. So, if you guys haven't been to your local Toys R Us, I invite you guys to definitely go pick up some mementos of your childhood because in June, that's it. They're closing their doors for good. And then there's nothing else. So, I don't want to leave you guys on a sad note, but just one of my final thoughts on that. At the end of this video, I do have one piece of memorabilia a movie, or a clip, I should say. Another clip that I want to show you. And just check it out when you guys get to the end of the video. But overall, be on the lookout for the 2 videos or repair videos I'm going to be doing soon. really soon. One of them is a sponsored video that hopefully, if I get the parts for that faster, I would do that one up first. But that's coming soon. And then look at the repair video that I got coming up, because that's going to be pretty cool too. Either way, guys, I will see you next time in the vault. You guys take care of yourselves, and thank you for subscribing. And if you haven't subscribed, please do so. And hit that bell. It'll tell you when I come on live again, so that way you guys can check out all my latest videos. Anyway, see you next time. Take care.
I don't wanna grow up, I'm a Toys R Us kid. They got a million toys at Toys R Us that I can play with. I don't wanna grow up,
I'm a Toys R Us kid.
they got the best for so much less.
You'll really flip your lid.
From bikes to trains to video games. It's the biggest toy store there is. Gee whiz! I don't wanna grow up, 'cause baby, if I did, I couldn't be a Toys R Us kid.
Once a Toys R Us kid?
Always a Toys R Us kid.